What's up, everybody? Andrew with NQS Performance Outdoors here, coming to you from my basement workshop back in Wisconsin. I have been here for a little over 3 weeks now. Things are starting to settle in between work and home life and everything. I'm trying to get the workshop set up. I do have it set up with at least some temporary workstations right now, so I can at least get some work done down here, which is nice. It's a work in progress. It's going to be a little bit before it's completely finished, obviously, but like I said, at least we can get some work done. I'll give you a quick look at the shop here. Quite a bit bigger than my last shop. It just has a lot more room. My old shop was really long and narrow, and it was just a tight workspace. Here I got a little bit more room to move around. So let's get a quick look at that. And then also I have an important package laying on the table over there that we're going to get into a little bit, and we'll go from there. So quick look at the shop, guys. Again, you can see it's just quite a bit bigger of a space. I've just got temporary tables set up. You know, I got a rod wrapping station over here, just some miscellaneous tools, little organizational rack with a bunch of stuff laying on it. Got my plastic station right here. You can see I got a bunch of my fishing gear just piled up in the corner yet. Like I said, it's a work in progress, but at least it's a workable space. And here's that package I was telling you guys about. It is from John at Dead On Plastix. I've mentioned in some of my other videos that I've been looking for a different plastic formula. I originally was buying my plastics from Bear's Baits down in Louisiana. Bear unfortunately fell ill and had to close the business. The last batch of plastic that I bought was from Do It Molds. I bought a gallon of their Essential series. The baits were just fine. There was nothing really wrong with the baits that it was producing. I just didn't really enjoy the amount of smoke or the smell that plastisol produced during the cooking process. So I've got 4 different formulas in here from Dead On Plastix over in Michigan. I'm hoping those are going to be a better solution for me. I'm going to crack these open real quick and see what we got here. All right. It looks like just a little warning label. Sweet little Dead On Plastix sticker. That's always cool. Throw those up. Another Dead On Plastix sticker. And then, of course, we've got 4 formulas of the plastic. This one is swim bait, jerkbait plastic. This one is just regular worm plastic. Craw tube plastic. And finally, we have a little sample of their finesse plastic. What I'm going to do today, guys, is I'm actually going to pour the same exact worm in all 4 of those formulas. I have some preconceived notions about which ones I think I'm going to like. And so the reason I'm going to pour the same worm in all of them is I'm actually going to make the same color, the same worm, and then I'm going to go ahead and get them into the hands of some people whose opinions that I value. And we'll figure out from there if this is a product we're going to move forward with or if we're going to keep searching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this camera down. I'm just going to pour up the first batch, get a quick reaction to what I think of the way it is in the cooking process. We'll shoot a quick mold, and then off camera I'll pour up the rest of the worms, and I'll get back to you guys with some feedback on what we thought of the actual plastic once it was poured. So stay tuned, guys. Alright, so we're going to pour up the first one here. I'm just going to give it a quick shake. They say that their plastic does not hard pack and that it doesn't bubble, but just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and give it a good shake anyways, and then we're going to get some of this poured out and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to probably heat this up for maybe a minute and a half at a time. I've never worked with it. I don't know how it really reacts. This is a new microwave for me too. I don't know how strong this microwave is going to be, so I certainly don't want to burn a brand new thing of plastic and not be able to get a good feel for it. So bear with me here, we'll get this going. Alright, so right off the bat, looks similar in consistency to all the other plastisols. I don't see many bubbles in there at all, so that's a good sign. So we'll go ahead and get this heated up and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so what I've done is I've cooked this plastic up off camera. My initial response to this is so far it's excellent. There is minimal bubbles in the plastic here. The amount of smoke is minimal and the smell is almost non-existent. So far I gotta say, overall I'm very impressed with the Dead On Plastix. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna color this up, add a little bit of glitter to it. This was a 6-ounce sample. It took about 3 minutes in my microwave and it's ready to pour. So I'm gonna get some colorant added here, get some glitter added in, and shoot a batch of worms, and we'll see how they come out. Alright, so that was about 15 drops of colorants for 6 ounces of plastic, you guys. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to be pouring the Slick Willy 500 baits. So I'm going to get this mixed in real good, add a little bit of glitter to it, and then maybe give it about 15 more seconds in the microwave just to make sure that we're at proper temperature to shoot the baits, and we'll get going, guys. So far, I got to say I'm really impressed with this plastic, though. So just for fun, you guys, I'm going to make a watermelon candy. So I used just straight watermelon colorant, and I've done blue, red, and green glitter just for something fun. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it never hurts to try new things. We'll get this glitter stirred in. And I can tell already, even I'm stirring this relatively vigorously, and I'm not creating a lot of bubbles in the plastic, which is a really good sign. A lot of times you can overstir your plastic and it creates bubbles. I don't have a degasser like some of the other guys have, so I just have to take a little extra care with my plastic. And even with as aggressive as I've stirred this, I'm not creating any real noticeable bubbling in the plastic itself. So let me get this back in the microwave for just a few seconds, and we will shoot a round of worms. I'm going to be shooting Slick Willy 500s, which is a really good shaky head worm. You can bite it down a little bit, and it also works as a good drop shot worm. But the bait, unfortunately, was from Bear's Baits. I'd like to have another one just to speed up my production on it, but like I said, he's no longer in business, so I don't know. I'd probably have to go to the secondary market and see if I can find another one down the road. Alright, so that was just a quick 15 seconds in the microwave. Another real quick stir here. I like what I'm seeing here, guys. This is a lot of glitter. I might have overdid the glitter, but that's okay. Just for fun. I'm going to be the one fishing with these anyways, and so are a few of my buddies, so it's going to be alright. Suck up some plastic here. Over to the mold. Slow, steady pressure is always the key on these molds, you guys. You don't want to flash the mold by going too fast or too hard. We'll hold pressure there for a good 3 seconds. Ease the mold, ease the injector back out. Top that off real nice. Evacuate the remaining plastic back into the cup. And we'll see you guys in just a few minutes when these worms are cooled. We'll see what they look like, and we'll go from there. Thanks. Alright, you guys, this mold should be plenty cool now. I'm going to go ahead and crack this bad boy open and see what we end up with here. Alright, so there it is. Slick Willy 500, you guys. I'm sure the camera's not going to do that glitter justice, but I've got a lot of flake in there. You can see it all really nice. The worms themselves feel terrific, nice and soft. This is a great feeling worm, you guys. I'm going to set this camera down and I'm going to take it off of the sprue here for a second and get a better look at it. Alright, you guys, there's a nice close-up. Like I said, I don't think the lighting in this basement is going to do this worm justice, but this is an awesome looking bait, you guys, and I'm really happy with the way that it feels. You can just see that it's really subtle. It just kind of bends right over. This might borderline be a little too soft even. I like my plastics really soft. And just for the purposes of testing, you guys, I did not add anything to the plastic. No stabilizer, no scent, no salt, no softener, no hardener, nothing. I just poured the raw plastic, put some colorant and some glitter in it, and just poured straight plastic just so I could get the best possible idea of what these different formulas feel like. This one is incredible. The baits look great. The color looks good. So far I'm really happy with this Dead On Plastix, you guys. Alright, you guys, that's round one of the Dead On Plastix. I'm going to get those other 3 formulas poured up off camera. I'm going to get these out on the water, start testing them. I'm going to get them into the hands of a few of my buddies whose opinions I value. We're going to look for a plastic formula here that's going to be a good production worm. My fear with that first one is, even though I really like it, it may be a little too soft. I know a lot of guys that are buying baits want a little better durability out of them, so that's why we got 4 formulas to look at. We'll go from there. Let me know what you guys think about Dead On Plastix in the comments below. If you've got any experience with it, any feedback would be appreciated. You guys, again, just a reminder, this is a channel geared towards all things fishing, tackle crafting, rod building, product reviews, on the water fishing videos, anything related to fishing, even some other outdoor stuff from time to time, but mainly fishing. If that's something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, you guys. We really appreciate it. If there's any sort of videos you might be looking for, leave it in the comments below and we'll do our best to get that done for you. Thanks for watching, you guys. We really appreciate all our subscribers. Until next time, tight lines, everyone.